Hey, greetings. Mike here with the Administers. Hey, you know, it seems like an early spring. I'm ready to March 4th. I'm ready for an early March. Very early. Got to get up and talk. Yap. Try to show people things that they are missing. Show people things that are hidden intentionally, misdirected. There's a lot of misguidance going on right now. Don't look here, look there, don't look here. What in the world are they doing that for? Who's in charge of this nonsense? Huh? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller. Yeah, that rhymes with fuel. And it's an old motorcycle from... yeah, it's a motorcycle. Let's sit here on the sawhorse. Let's see, Saul became Paul. Paul had a disciple named Thecla, the Claw. But you probably don't know that. And Bruce Lee knew it, and so did LMFAO. Yeah. Got to keep the funny in there somewhere, sometime. March 4th. So we have a eclipse coming up on 04/08/2024. That adds up to 488, and that gets up to 20. That gets all the way up to 20, really. When you get down to it, and then it's 2. The big 2. Yahweh. It's the Tawa. Yeshua, son of Yahweh. It's a Yahweh world. It's Yahweh's world. Just takes a poquito of Hebrew. See? Senor? Figure out Netanyahu. You know, people aren't named these things for nothing, honey. It's no coincidence. I actually have a friend that looks so much like Netanyahu, it's funny. But he was over here from like Wacomas. Can't make this stuff up, people. That's a little spot in Oklahoma. I'm just an Okie. But I'm a transplant, CA. My biological mother was from Texas. And see, since I'm the black sheep, they brought me up here to Oklahoma, dumped me, and they took a powder. So, I was left up here for good. And it works out that way. Yeah, let's go crazy. Let's do it right here, right now. See, Dalit, you gotta know a little Hebrew. Dalit is a door. Mem, that's Miriam. Mary I am. Sadeh is the mate of Aleph. And the Aleph is the strong one, the first, the oxygenator of it all. You OxyClean? Mister? You OxyClean? Mister? Can you steer the tornado? Fair question. Yeah. Steering the tornado. You got to steer the tornado in the left hemisphere into the right. This is led to gold. Gold is ore, and ore is light. This thing called the Philosopher's Stone, and it's the pineal gland. Solid rock on which to stand. Its crystalline structure stands up and aligns via Pancho, via piezoelectric stimulation of that gland. Causes the endocrine system to flood the CFS, cerebral spinal fluid, with DMT, damn it, dimethyltryptamine. Take a little trip, take a little trip, take a little trip with me. Once you see, you cannot not see. Oh, you might not see a little, but you'll see so much more. And then more will just be poured upon you. More to explore with Dora. So there's the gate to heaven. Got the Duke. The Duke's over there, and Lily's over there. Lilith, Duke of Earl, Lily the Pearl. Lilith. Hey, something's been digging around here, rooting around here. We got some rooting around going on. The trouble with troubles. See, the Enterprise is your mind there, Cracker Jack. There's a prize inside. Yeah. Get your yah-yahs out. Pump up the jams. They dig. See, you have a Leyden gland too. It's part of the endocrine system. And it's the pump. It's the woman at the well. It's a sea-stir. 7 sisters of the Pleiades. 7 clans of the Cherokees. Shawnee is Saturn. Kronos. And that's all about time. What time is it? Better ask Morris. Time and day. Ah, Jerome, where's my mirror? The pleroma. See, there's a word you need to know, pleroma. As I've said and mentioned before, all roads lead to Rome. All war comes out of the Vatican. They control governments, minds, institutions, people, places, and things. They're good at it. They learn their lessons well. It was Aristotle that said, give me the child till age 7, I give you the man. Well, those Jesuits picked up on that. Said, hey, let's alter the plan. So you've been fenced, altered, and bridled since Constantine said, in this sign, we shall conquer the world. You know, those missionaries, they sent them everywhere. See, the rabbi was spreading rabies all over the world. Been spreading rabies for 1,000 years, man. Couple thousand years they've been spreading their rabies. Fortunately, there's a pill for that now. Always was, for that particular brand of rabies. Yeah, boots on the ground. I got rocks around here. Probably ought to go check my rocks out. See, there is no such thing as geology until you have biology, because all geology came from biology that has turned to stone. Nucleophilic transition. Let me rock your world. It already has been. Your rock's steady. I don't know, we're tilted 23 degrees, something like that. And then Uranus is tilted even more so. See, that's the 7th planet from the sun, so it's on its side resting, as you're supposed to do. Yeshua was condemned for performing miracles on the Sabbath. You don't understand your myths, your fairy tales, what they mean. It's kind of mundane, the ordinary. You know, I mentioned, you know, things happen in the news and things happen for a reason. There is no such thing as coincidence. Everything's in sync. Now, I'm from Tulsa, but in Owasso they have the Rams, and that's the higher mind, or should be. Maybe not in this case. A lot of bull going on. But there was a little girl named Nex, N-E-X. N-E-X. N is symbology of the sun. Are you in there? You got to know your Norse runes to know this, probably. Or you might be able to figure it out with a mirror. E is the sign, and X is God's mark, the cross. And her last name was Benedict? Huh. The Benedictine monks had their Gregorian chants. Ponder. I mean, this is an event worth taking a closer look at. Most definitely. Academia is part of the problem. It's not part of the solution. It's for mule inculcation and indoctrination into the beast system. You want education, you get that DIY. I'm a minister. I'm not a preacher. Preachers are a hindrance to entering the kingdom. As I said, you know, they'll take you around the mountain. They ain't going to take you to the top. They want you spinning your wheels. Listening to them for a guidance. Hey, they hijacked spirituality for the prophets. For the prophets. Yeah, I'm in my Levi's, the Leviathans. I'm a nephew of Thalem. Thalem is the lamb. Baba, black sheep. Thalem is the lamb of Bethlehem. All the temples are to Thalem, Tulum, Chichen Itza. Hey, when we get heaven down to earth again, HQ is going to be Lima, Peru. Mark my word. See, we've entered Aquarius, the golden and endless age. A lot of us are stuck in the exodus of Pisces. Can't get out of our Pisces. It's no big deal. It'll happen sooner or later. You know, we're the sooner state here in Oklahoma, so it's going to happen a little sooner. We're full of Native Americans. We got the indigenous all around. And they are the chosen people for the age of Aquarius. Look it up. It's in Luke, Lucius, Lucian, man of Lucana. Lou is first. Take a Latin loop-de-loo. And P is joy. Yeah, there's a cat getting his boat out. Oh, I cracked up. I was wanting to buy a Jaguar a few months ago, and I gave some guys some money down, and then turned out they were really trying to just, you know, pull the wool over my eyes, get into my pocket, get my kitty. They wanted my kitty. Anyway, Then the other day I saw one for sale and I kind of cracked up because I kind of know this guy via my advertising stuff. Saw it for sale. It's really inexpensive. Oh man, I ought to buy that thing. It sold really quick because it was so inexpensive. But then I saw it sitting at a Quick Trip. There's a shout out for our little quick shops here. Quick Trip, they've been around for a long time. Not running. And it broke down at the QT. On the QT. I still love the Jaguar. You know, that's Tezcatlipoca. And Quetzalcoatl is the plumed serpent, and they protect the sun. And some are going to say that the Jaguar is, yeah, that cat can, he's got a sidetrack, you know. He can go over there if he wants to, play in the darkness. Some of his darkness, what you don't understand is his darkness may be doing nothing but bringing on more light. That's a thing. People don't understand war. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. War is a crime. They talk about war criminals. Well, every damn one of you supporting it and involved in it, you're a criminal. I've been in so many of them. I was in the Battle of Thermopylae. I've been there. I've done that. I know for a fact. I brought a little Noah with me. A little guerrilla warfare. That would be your Moncad Ape. Monk Act Agape. Yeah. It's a show. But to see like I said, the Catholic rabbi, he's going to give you rabies, spread that around the world. The Hebrew, he's going to teach you water to wine. And I'll prove that with the Dalat Mem Tav, DMT. The Christos, the fantastic voyage into Oz. I pull my own strings to get there. String theory? It's not. Einstein said, if you want your children to be genius, teach them the myths. Teach them the myths. Huh. Don't miss raw. Batter up. Batter, 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 batter. What's in the mix? Well, they took Aunt Jemima out, I can tell you that. Aunt Jemima? Yeah. Took the sweetness out of the Land O'Lakes butter too, you know. It's amazing, you know, there's a lot of resets that have happened in the past. And all these little resets and these little, you know, little things just to drive you mad. It's madness. Now here's something that's not so coincidental, you know, like, well, maybe it is, maybe it ain't. But the cross mark, the X, marks the spot of the upcoming eclipse is right over the New Madrid fault zone, earthquake zone, an epic one. It actually made the Mississippi move and go backwards in the 1800s. So some know, some don't, some care, some won't, some, you know, some see. Que sera, sera. Who's in the kitchen with Dinah? Well, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Sea to shining shore. Yeah. America. I want to shout out to Amitai. I met a guy named Amitai the other day. AM, that's a left mem, that's strong water. Mem a left. It's a big deal. See, we're not taught anything that we need to know. We're only taught enough to be caught up in their net. We're not caught up in the net of Christ, that's saying, you know, we're not in the saying. I know it's double talk. Pretty much. The double speak. Forked tongue. Yeah, snake oil. Ophiuchus is the snake handler. Ophiuchus. What time is it? There's one dark eye, there's one black sun, there's another black sun. This is all symbology. You know, Yeshua was at the center of the table. He's the centerpiece, or he's at the head of the table. Yeah. But he is the template to emulate. They tell you not to look at the sun. Well, I do it anyway. I'm yet to go blind. I really believe the ultraviolet and UV heals the blood in your eye. I've seen it turn into the black sun and to the silver platter. I've seen a lot of things in that sun. I know where a lot of our symbology comes from because of it. And you don't, because you ain't been there yet. No, 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 no. Frank Zappa, he was there. The slime oozing from your TV set. Frankly, I'm incensed by the sweet gum of David Muir. Lie to you with a smile on his face for his money. Your life means nothing. War correspondent? Shit. You know, wars are nothing, all they're good for is human trafficking and death. No more. There's too much money to be made on death. So that's what they do. You know, as I said before, the Catholic Church invented Islam, Muhammad, with mysticated wine and a hutsy little nun with a plan in her head, put there by all these other guys, you know, wearing robes that want to rule the world. Change thing from the matriarchy to the patriarchy. St. Patrick was only eliminating the tribe of Dan from Ireland, and those are the Hebrew. That was their game plan. Irie. The Emerald Isle. Yeah, there's an isle to go to. The island. They aren't on the aisles of Walmart. You ain't gonna find it there. You know, I'd sit down on this rock right here, but I don't know, it might have mites. Bugs. Oh, there goes one now. See, there goes a bug. He'd be bugging me. You know the bug ball? Bug ball. Used to use that term. My mother didn't like it for some unknown reason. My father thought it was funny. But anyway, yeah, that's a beetle. It's a dung beetle. Got a lot of them over there in Egypt, like to roll around in the sand. Sand's a cleanser, let me tell you. You need to clean, you know, stuff will clean you up. Get sandblasted. Get sandblasted sometime, just, you know what I mean. Why is the golden mean? Huh? Anyway, well, I think we've explained this enough. You know, the ocean. That's the enlightened, if you know your voodoo. See, Bridget made it over to, all the way from the Celts and the Celts to Africa. So the bird of paradise comes out of Africa. And there's dark forces and there's light forces, you know. Melanin is what makes you tan. Melanin is what breaks down H2O into H2O2 gas. O2 gas goes out and absorbs free radicals, just like the Red Sea collapsing on Pharaoh's army. It is my humble opinion, all Legion is Satan's army. All religion, therefore, is Satan's army. Repent means go back to 5. Remember to reconnect. Reincarnation is real. You heard me. I think that's another reason some of these guys battle. They'll come back. They'll come back for more. They'll do it again. They're so stupid. They'll do it again. No, we won't. We put our foot down. Our boots are on the ground. We're putting our foot down. Ain't doing it no more. You know? Conscientious, whatever they're called. Sympathetic bystanders and conscientious observers. Yeah. Quit watching. Stop it. You know, when you get down to the subatomic level, all that's left is love's truck, baby. Keep on trucking.